Welcome to Get Over Sewing Machine Frustration with me, Sarah Tingscross. I meet lots of people who really want to sew, they go and invest in a sewing machine and they get stuck just at operating and threading the sewing machine and then they give up. So I've got 3 steps for you to love your sewing machine so you are able to sew. Step 1 is the anatomy of your sewing machine, the 10 areas that you need to know. And including in those 10 areas, there are only 2 stitches. So as you can see, there's a lot on the sewing machine, and this sewing machine here actually shows you that there are 59 stitches. You only need 2 to be a competent sewer. And then once you're sewing, you'll use these stitches if and when you need them. So number 1 is your mains supply. So on the side of your machine, you will have a plug-in for you to connect to the mains. Number 2, you will have an on-off switch. Yours may just show a light here that comes on when you sew. If it's digital, the panel will glow up. Number 3 is the hand wheel. So this is the hand wheel that you can move, and if you look here, 2 things are happening. This goes up and down and your needle goes up and down. So this is very important, and what you need to know is you need to be turning it anti-clockwise. So when you're sat at the sewing machine, it's turning the wheel towards you, so you've got full control of exactly what your needle is doing, and you have full control when you get to threading. Number 4 is your length of stitch. Now you may have a dial here. On a digital one, this is my stitch length, and I can go up to 5 and I can go down to 0, which means my stitch will not be going anywhere. I'll be sewing on the spot. And these are actually in millimeters. So that's what these mean. You can go up to 5 millimeters, and you will have a dial which will do the same, or you'll be digital. Number 5 is the stitch selector. Again, you may have a dial, and all we're looking for is 2 stitches, and that is straight stitch and zigzag. Straight stitch is a picture. There's always a picture on the machine, and if I look at 0, 0, that is a dashed straight line, which is my straight stitch. So on digital, I then select my stitch, which already is on 0. So when I turn the machine on, that is your standard stitch. Now zigzag, I mean, you may be forgiven that there's lots of images that look like zigzags. And on here, it is number 7. So I will move my cursor, it's under here, and then I will go up to number 7. Now, we did talk about the stitch length before, and when it's a zigzag, I still have the stitch length on 1.5 millimeters. So if I wanted to change my length to 3, I would do that. So you can use both the dials so that you can control straight stitch or zigzag, and you've got length of stitch as well. Some are preset and some are not. Number 6 is the presser foot. The presser foot is this little thing here. I take him off. That is your presser foot, and that is what holds the fabric into place. What we've got next is your presser foot lever. And so this is this little bit of plastic here, which as I lift it up and down, you can see the foot goes up and down, and you will have a lever on your sewing machine so that you can put the fabric underneath, you can sew the fabric, and you can lift to remove the fabric. Number 8 is the needle. So the needle here, and again, like I showed you, I move the hand wheel, the needle will go up and down. Number 9 is what's underneath the presser foot. And if you look really close here, these are the feeder dogs. That's the name of them. And they're just little metal teeth. And that is what pushes the fabric along at whatever length you have chosen your stitch to be. Got one more left for number 10, and that is the floor pedal. So the floor pedal is how you operate. So if I pop this in, it connects normally somewhere next to where your mains, and this will go onto the floor. That is operated by your foot on the floor, and if I press it, that is what operates the machine. So there we are, the basic anatomy of your sewing machine, the 10 parts that you need to know to confidently sew. Step 2, sewing before threading, is next. There's also a printout down in the comments, or if you're ready for sewing lessons or would like some synchronised sewing, then do give me a shout.